Have you ever tried to speak English but the words come out slowly? You know the vocabulary, you know the grammar, but when you want to speak, your brain first thinks in your native language, then translates into English. That small delay is what stops many people from speaking English fluently. But imagine this. What if your brain could think directly in English without translating? What if speaking English felt natural, fast, and effortless? The good news is that your brain can absolutely learn to do this. And in this video, I will show you simple and powerful techniques that can train your brain to think in English, even if English is not your first language. If you practice these methods every day, you will notice something amazing. Your mind will slowly stop translating and start thinking in English automatically. So let's begin. Part 1. Why most people struggle to think in English. Before we learn the solution, we must first understand the problem. Most non-native speakers learn English like this. Step 1. Think in their native language. Step 2. Translate into English. Step 3. Speak. For example, a learner might think, I want to go to the market. But in their mind, it first appears in their own language. Then they translate it into English before speaking. This process makes speaking slow and stressful. Your brain becomes busy translating instead of communicating. Fluent English speakers do something different. They think directly in English. When they want water, their brain immediately forms the English sentence, I need some water. No translation, no delay. The goal of this training is to teach your brain to build English thoughts automatically. And just like training your muscles in the gym, your brain also needs daily exercise. Part 2. Start with simple word thinking. The first step to thinking in English is thinking with simple words, not full sentences. Many learners try to create perfect grammar immediately. That is a mistake. Instead, begin with basic word thoughts. Look around you right now. Your brain can easily name objects in English. Chair, table, phone, door, window, book. Whenever you see something, say the word in your mind in English. For example, you see a dog. Your brain says, dog. You see food. Your brain says, food. You see a car. Your brain says, car. This may sound simple, but it is extremely powerful. Why? Because your brain is starting to connect real life with English words instead of your native language. Practice this every day. When you walk outside, your brain should describe the world in English. Tree, road, house, sky, cloud. This is the first step to English thinking. Part 3. Think in short phrases. Once your brain becomes comfortable with words, the next step is short phrases. Instead of single words, start forming small ideas. For example, instead of just thinking, coffee, think, I want coffee. Instead of rain, think, it is raining. Instead of bus, think, the bus is coming. These small phrases teach your brain to organize English naturally. Do not worry about perfect grammar. The goal is speed and habit. If you practice this for several weeks, something interesting will happen. Your brain will start creating English phrases automatically. Part 4. Narrate your life in English. This technique is one of the most powerful fluency exercises in the world. It is called mental narration. This means describing what you are doing in English inside your mind. For example, when you wake up, think, I am waking up. When you brush your teeth, I am brushing my teeth. When you cook food, I am cooking rice. When you walk outside, I am walking to the store. When you watch TV, I am watching television. This exercise forces your brain to use English in real time. It builds the same thinking habit that native speakers use. The more you narrate your life, the faster your brain will adapt. Soon, your mind will automatically say things like, I'm tired. I'm hungry. I need water. This place is crowded, without translation. Part 5. Use visual thinking. Your brain actually prefers images over language. Children learn language by connecting pictures to words, not translations. You can use the same method. For example, when you think of an apple, imagine the fruit while saying apple in your mind. When you think of running, imagine someone running. This creates a direct connection between English and meaning. Instead of native language to English, your brain uses image to English. And this is exactly how fluent speakers think. You can also practice this while watching movies or videos. When you see someone opening a door, think, he is opening the door. When someone laughs, think, they are laughing. Your brain will begin linking actions with English automatically. Part 6. Talk to yourself in English. Many people feel shy speaking English with others, but there is one person you can practice with anytime: yourself. Talking to yourself in English is one of the best fluency training methods. For example, you might say, "Today I need to study. I will finish my work. I want to improve my English." You can also ask yourself questions. What should I eat? Where should I go today? Then answer them in English. This builds thinking speed and speaking confidence at the same time. And the best part is that you can practice anywhere. In your room, in the bathroom, while walking, while cooking. Your brain is constantly practicing English thinking. Part 7. Read and think at the same time. Reading is another powerful tool, but many learners make a mistake. They read English but translate every sentence. Instead, try to understand directly in English. When reading a simple sentence like, "The boy is running in the park," do not translate. Just imagine the scene in your mind. A boy, running, in a park. This trains your brain to process English without translation. Start with simple stories or graded readers. Stories are especially effective because your brain enjoys them. Over time, your reading brain and speaking brain will become connected. Part 8. Listen to English every day. Your brain cannot think in English if it rarely hears English. That is why daily listening is essential. Listen to English podcasts, English stories, English YouTube videos, English conversations. At first, you may not understand everything. That is normal. Your brain is learning the rhythm and patterns of English. Children listen for years before speaking fluently. The more English your brain hears, the more natural English thinking becomes. Even listening 30 minutes every day can transform your fluency over time. Part 9. Stop fearing mistakes. One major reason people cannot think in English is fear. They worry about grammar. They worry about making mistakes. They worry about sounding wrong. But mistakes are not the enemy. Mistakes are training signals for your brain. Every mistake teaches your brain how to improve. Even native speakers make mistakes. Fluency comes from communication, not perfection. So when your brain forms imperfect English sentences, allow it. Practice first, improve later. Part 10. Create an English environment. The fastest learners surround themselves with English. Even if you do not live in an English-speaking country, you can build a small English world around you. Change your phone language to English. Watch English movies. Listen to English music. Follow English creators online. Label objects in your room with English names. For example, door, mirror, table, chair. Every time you see them, your brain remembers the English word. Gradually, your daily life becomes filled with English thoughts. Part 11. Practice the 3-second rule. Here is a powerful exercise. When someone asks you a question in English, answer within 3 seconds. Do not translate. Do not overthink. Just respond with the first English sentence that comes to mind. For example, question, "How are you?" Answer immediately, "I'm good. I'm fine. I'm tired." This trains your brain to react in English quickly. Over time, your thinking speed increases dramatically. Part 12. the 6-month brain transformation. If you practice these techniques daily, your brain will change step by step. Month 1. You begin thinking of objects in English. Month 2. Short phrases appear in your mind. Month 3. You start narrating daily actions in English. Month 4. Your listening improves significantly. Month 5. Speaking becomes faster and more confident. Month 6. Your brain begins thinking in English naturally. Fluency is not magic. It is daily mental training. Final message. Thinking in English is not a talent. It is a habit. And habits are built through small daily actions. Name objects in English. Think in simple phrases. Narrate your life. Talk to yourself. Read without translating. Listen every day. If you stay consistent, one day you will suddenly realize something amazing. Your brain is no longer translating. It is thinking in English naturally. And that is the moment when true fluency begins. If you enjoyed this video and want to improve your English faster, make sure to subscribe to the channel and continue practicing every day. Remember, small practice today creates powerful fluency tomorrow. And I will see you in the next lesson.